I'm Davey. I'm awesome. Welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos, and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, you know what you call somebody who won't fart in public? A private tutor. So, kicking off this week's Comic Corner about the last week's Comic Corner, restaurant dad jokes. My brother Josh Film Bestie commented, Gizmo Gaga. Yes, I had a Gremlins mug. Then my brother Josh Film Bestie commented, Keep firing, a-holes! No, don't fire them. They need their jobs. Then my brother Josh Film Bestie commented, I read a menu once that apparently said spicy. I thought it said spacey. I remember that. We could hear your whines from the toilet. Then my brother Josh Film Bestie commented, I can't have an open mind. They don't sell those two here in Carson City. So you're rejecting it and bashing it because you can't possibly enjoy it. Then my brother Josh Film Bestie commented, How'd you know I got my insurance through Gecko? Because you're not progressive. Then Tally942 commented, You want to go to a restaurant where the service is bad? Sounds like fun. To actually watch these people get to be a-holes. It's the only reason I like going to DMV. Biggest reason I want to work there. Then Jay McCool commented, I ate at a Mary Poppins restaurant. Super cauliflower cheese, but the lobster was atrocious. Poppins. Then Jay McCool commented, What's with you in Utah? If you lived in Nevada, you'd understand. Then Jay McCool commented, I just wish they'd show us the new title. I'm sure they will eventually. I seriously doubt they're going to announce a new title, crown a new champion, and not show us the championship. Although that would be freaking hilarious. You know what's more fun than a Canadian microwave? A Dutch oven. Then on my Davy's Awesome Stories, My Literal Mind. My brother Josh Film Bestie commented, Your brain farts are better than mine. My brain farts make it to where when I hear something, instead of taking it literal, I freak out thinking that Rob Lowe is going to get me. Anyway, speaking of farts, why does Piglet smell of farts? Because he plays with poo. What's the first rule of scuba diving? Don't fart in your wetsuit. What do you call a cat who likes to eat beans? Puss in Toots. What do you call a dinosaur fart? A blast from the past. Why don't skeletons fart in public? Because they haven't got the guts. Okay, I'll give you that one. Even though the video wasn't about brain farts, it was just about how my mind takes things literally. Then Jay McCool commented, That comfy duck thing made me laugh. Well, I'm glad. Then Jay McCool commented, She worked at IHOP. Must have been exhausting. That's what I was thinking. At one point, I wanted to grow up and open a restaurant that she could work in comfortably, called I Walk. Then Jay McCool commented, Davey, the rhythm is gonna get you. It's not funny! That song had a roar. You know why farts never graduate high school? Because they always get expelled. Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, we reviewed the documentary This Is Brody Lee. Tally942 commented, Why were you looking up backyard wrestling leagues? Because at the time I was in a backyard wrestling league, so it was something I was into. So to fill some time, I just looked up some others. Then Jay McCool commented, Rest in peace, Brody Lee. You are missed. It really is. It's sad to wonder what could have been. Then Jay McCool commented, I want to hear some of your backyard wrestling stories. I'm working on it. But again, I need to come up with ways to tell them that will be funny to everybody, not just wrestling fans. Then Jay McCool commented, Do you think Brody Lee would have been AEW champion if he hadn't have passed away? Absolutely. He was already one of their top heels, not to mention Tony Khan really liked him, so I definitely think eventually he would have. What do you get when you eat refried beans and onions? Tear gas.
What?
Then the final video to be commented on this week, the Brothers Not Lovers, really? Video. We talked about things that made us go, really? About Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Poltergeist. Jay Spud came back and commented, Oh goodness, that movie scared the latkes out of me as a child. Still does to this day. I have to consume whole vanilla-flavored Charleston Chew just to keep my nerves in check and my blood pressure down. The only problem is now that whenever we watch that horrendous movie, Tracksuit stuffs my Charleston Chew down into, well, her very intimate lady parts. We'll just refer to it as the litter box. It's awful. She thinks it's absolutely hilarious to force me into the submissive position of having to wade my way through her little box for my confectionery savior. It's like Chernobyl and onions down there. Nunchucks just laughs at my tears. It's worth it in the end, I'm forced to say, all for the sake of getting through that psychological horror show that is Ace Ventura. Oh God, the scenes with all those scary animals. I can feel my sinuses going wonky and my allergies breathing down my neck like a wheezing asthmatic Grim Reaper. Oh well, at least I get to gaze upon the immortal beauty of Courtney Cox. I know she'd never hurt me. On purpose.
I'd definitely hurt you on purpose.
Then my brother Josh found Bessie stopped pretending to be J Spud long enough to comment himself. I never understood non-dolphin safe tuna. Is that like the long walk but with dolphins? The long swim? 50 dolphins have to swim at pace without rest, and if they slow down or stop, they get offended by the tuna, major tuna. I knew tuna was corrupt. That's why we need to gather our forces and take down the evil communist regime of tuna. Then Jim McCool commented, Ace Ventura is great. I can't stand people trashing it because of who the villain is. I'm not intolerant just because I don't want to kiss dudes. It is what it is. You can't poke any fun or say anything bad, even if it's not mean-spirited. Then Jay McCool commented, never seen Poltergeist. My dad says the first and second are good, but the third one sucks. Before I get to that, Horror Jay replied to him, your dad's right. I wouldn't really know. I have seen all 3 Poltergeist movies, but I only saw them once, and it was so long ago that I really don't remember much, if anything, about the movies. I remember the first one a little bit. Second one I remember a very teeny. I remember almost nothing about the third. Especially because ultimately back then I didn't want to watch them. I didn't like horror movies. I was just kind of sitting there while my brother and my mom were watching them. Then Horror Jay commented, Poltergeist is awesome, but yeah, that was a dumb move on the parents. But then again, people are always doing dumb stuff in horror movies. Like running up the stairs. My brother and I have talked about that many times. If you're running in a house, in a horror movie, out the door, not upstairs. You know why farts smell? For the benefit of those who are hearing impaired.
That's funny to me.
So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post the videos. And leave a comment I can respond to in my next Comic Corner. Love you guys.